Hello everybody, welcome to Wisdom for Winning. My name is depreciates, and I'm your host of this program, Wisdom for Winning. The purpose of Wisdom for Winning is to teach insight. These insights are gleaned from God's word and from observing definite success patterns and ups, which means that we have been able to fuse definite success patterns in the material universe with timeless scriptural principles. That's why we know that as we practice the things we teach in this program, they have the capacity to increase the quantity and the quality of results that you get. In today's episode of Wisdom for Winning, I will be talking about the power of true value. The power of true value. Now, for example, if I take this 500 naira note, which is the Nigerian currency, and I tear it into two, and I use a sellotape to tape it back, does it change the value? No. What if I decide to squeeze it? I squeeze it and I stretch it back. Does it change its value? No. What if I decide to compress it? Does it still change its value? No. Which means that the value of this 500 naira note is not dependent or is not affected by whatever life throws at it. He still maintains his ability to deliver what he has been designed to do. But look at this phone. If I drop it on the floor and the screen crack, is it still the same value? No. What if I decide, what if it's not functioning well? Does it still have the same value? No. What this basically means is that the value of this phone is affected by the things life throws at it. So the question is this: are you like this 500 naira note that its value is not affected by the external things that life throws at it? It still has the capacity to deliver whatever it has been designed to do. Or are you like this phone that when the screen cracks, then its value has diminished? And if you are not careful, sometimes it can move from an asset into a liability because the person begins to spend more money in trying to fix it and get it back to shape. These are the fundamental two classes of people that I want to talk about today. One has a core value that is not affected by whatever life throws at it. The other has a core value that changes with happenings on the outside. Joseph had a dream, and in that dream, he saw 7 sheep that were lean, and he saw other 7 sheep that were fat, and the lean sheep swallowed the sheep that were fat, and they asked him, what is the meaning? And this is what happens in life. People whose value does not change, regardless of what happens on the outside, will ultimately, in the long run, become Lord over those that are affected by the things that happens to them. So these people will end up submitting to these people. So when you go out and you begin to pursue your dream, life throws different things at you. Do you maintain your value? Or when you go out, you begin to give expression to your dream, and life begins, the things you do not expect begins to happen. You experience rejection, you experience disappointment. The people that promised to support you did not show up, and you throw everything off. That no, I do not think I can do this. In the long run, these people on the left will end up becoming servant to these people on the right. Joseph in the scripture, several things happened to him. He was lied upon, he was thrown into pit, he was thrown into pit, he was thrown into prison. Yet, Joseph maintained his value of interpreting dreams at the highest level. In the long run, he was invited by the king because he was the only man around that vicinity whose expression, whose self-image, whose self-belief have not been tampered with whatever he has passed through. But Elijah in the scripture, a queen threatened him and he went into depression and he wanted to commit suicide. Who are you? Are you like Joseph or are you like Elijah? And the fundamental difference is this. What are the qualities that these people have? Number one is patience. Patience. Joseph was a patient man. He doesn't want to defend himself. He doesn't want to prove a point. Because some people want to prove a point in life instead of getting ahead. Some people want to get even with people that have shown different form of rejection, disappointment at them. They want to get even. They want to prove a point instead of getting ahead. Joseph didn't have that kind of mindset. My ambition, my goal in life is to get ahead and not to get evil with these people. Number two, Joseph realized the things that happens really do not define me. The things that happens around really do not define me. Rather, I am the one that gives expression to the things that happens around me based on what I believed about myself. Moses, he was a great leader and he had led for several years. But when the people started to provoke him, he wanted to begin to lose his essence. That was not the case of Joseph. Joseph told his brothers that God sent me ahead of you in order for me to preserve you. No matter what was thrown at Joseph, Joseph understood that these are several components in my journey of life. So I ask you again, what determines your core value? Does your core value change based on the happenings, on the things that life throws at you? Or your core value remains the same regardless of what is thrown at you? Be like this 500 naira note, not like this phone. That is why you will see that this can still purchase this. So it simply means that people whose value are not affected by whatever life throws at them these people will ended up submitting to them. Because if you look at it, it is still with this cash you will purchase this. So it's according to what we've said, these are scriptural principles that are designed to change you. Till I come your way next time, understand this thing, that this fundamental fact is true. What actually determines your core value? Does your core value change based on whatever is thrown at you, or your core value begins to diminish as according to what life throws at you? And remember, if you have the quality of patience, if you have the quality that things that happens to me do not define me, if you have the quality that whatever has happened to me, there are several components in my journey of life. That is why as the flour begins to become bread, there are different stages that happens to it. So those things may appear to be painful as the flour is crushed, as the component is being grinded. But the flour understands that all these things are adding to the ultimate things for me to become useful. So these people understand that the different components that happens to me, they are adding to me. Those things may press me, those things may push me, but I'm patient because they are part of the process for making me valuable, so that in the long run, I can be valuable and I can purchase this. Till I come your way, understand that with wisdom, you will win every time. I remain your host, Deji Akinto.